This is Paul. Yeah. Yeah, I was reading the Constitution of the United States. Yes. Article number 2, the executive branch. Yes. They have what's called clause number 7. The president shall at stated times receive for his services a compensation which shall neither be increased nor diminished during the period for which he shall have been elected, and he shall not receive for that period any other emolument from the United States or any of them. Then there's clause number 8. Before he enter on the execution of his office, he shall take the following oath or affirmation. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States. Yes. And will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. Yeah. Now, let's say I were to find out that Donald Trump has knowledge that the Constitution is not being preserved, protected, or defended. I would have to sue him for violating Article number 2, Section 8. Now, let's say the previous president, Barack Hussein Obama, had knowledge that my sons were abducted, my constitutional rights were obstructed, and in 2011, when I was not given notice or opportunity to be heard before the first permanent protection order was issued, that the White House had full knowledge that my constitutional rights have been violated. Now, I would have to sue the Obama family for everything they own and everything they will ever own for not preserving, protecting, and defending the Constitution of the United States. Now, when we consider what does preserve mean, it means that the preservation of the actual meaning and enforcement of the Constitution of the United States. Now, when the Constitution says you cannot be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process, and it's happened to me approximately 16 different times over the last 6 years, I would have to sue Barack Hussein Obama because when he was president, he didn't preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. Now, as I remember it, Barack Hussein Obama, the former president of the United States, had quite a few appointed cabinet members that I would also have to sue for not enforcing the constitutional rights of Americans. Now, it could be that once you're one of these oaths of office, once you get elected to office, if George W. Bush, former president before Barack Hussein Obama became president, had any knowledge that my rights and the rights of my sons have been violated for the last 6 years, I would have to sue former President George W. Bush. Now, let's say that George W. Bush, former president of the United States, and the Bush family had some knowledge that my rights have been violated, as has the rights of my sons been violated. And he has sworn on oath for 2 terms that he would preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. I would be obligated to sue the Bush family for everything they own. Now, let's say Bill and Hillary Clinton, a previous presidential candidate. Well, it turns out that Bill Clinton, former president before George W. Bush, had knowledge that my constitutional rights and the rights of my sons have been violated for the last 6 years. I would have to sue the Clinton family